Hello, I am Alex Freeman, Executive Director of the Texas Association of Museums, and this is TAM Talks, where we get to discuss the greatest challenges that museum leaders are facing today. Today, I'm speaking with Margaret Koch. She's the director of the Bullock, Texas State History Museum and president of TAM.
Hi, Alex. Thanks for having me be the inaugural guinea pig for the TAM Talks.
Okay, great. Well, thank you. Okay, let's get started. Oh, okay. Margaret, I'd like to know about your experiences at the Bullock and also like to know how you got into museum work. Can you tell me a little bit about your experience at the Bullock Museum?
Yes, of course. Well, everyone who knows me knows that the Bullock is near and dear to my heart. I joined the team here in January of 2013, and it's really one of the finest groups of people that I've ever worked with. And I feel very honored and privileged to be facilitating and leading the staff here. We've got such a diverse type of programming and exhibitions. We're part of a larger state agency called the State Preservation Board, and the support from them has been tremendous. You know, you have a reputation to uphold, and you have to also balance the politics and the benefits and the wonders and the joys of being in Texas, along with the challenges. So hopefully that comes out in the work that we do, that we provide the resources for people to kind of get their Texas 101, their Texas basics here, right? And hopefully lead them down the path to further exploration. For me, I got into the museum field as a youngster. I was one of those strange kids that loved museums. My mom instilled that in me, and we would visit them, particularly in the summer. And I knew I wanted to work in a history museum. It was an art museum, a science museum, anything like that. It was a history museum. And I was fortunate enough when I studied my bachelor's degree to do a couple of internships locally where I was in Wisconsin, and it just grew from there. So I've been so blessed and so fortunate, and I'm just loving everything about Texas right now.
Well, great. Yeah, I'm a big fan of Texas myself, and you're here in Austin, one of my favorite cities. Let's talk a little bit. We're here to talk about some of the challenges. You know, museums are going through transition right now, but can we talk a little bit about some of the challenges you're facing at the Bullock today?
Yes, absolutely. I think in some ways our challenges are very similar to the rest of our TAM membership. I'm thinking about financial stability, how you deal and support your staff during a pandemic. That we do a lot of emergency planning in museums. That wasn't necessarily quite the one that we all were raised on and brought up to fully comprehend and understand. For us at the Bullock, we're also in the midst of a strategy and sustainability process. We will be under review by the state over in the next couple of years, and we're also going for our AAM reaccreditation. So we have to look inward, which is what we're doing at this point, and that can be kind of scary and challenging. But part of that is also finding ways to support our team, support our staff, lift them up, make sure that they have as many resources as possible to do their jobs well. And that might be one of the biggest challenges that we're facing, is balancing the diversity of needs and really helping empower our teams so that the ownership over everything that we do is really ingrained in their work and their perspective on the museum.
Can you speak specifically about how you're trying to address some of these challenges?
Yes, well, we were fortunate to get an IMLS leadership grant. And what we did is we worked with several consulting groups to devise a number of workshops for our core leadership team. And then we also did put together a small group for book readings. And so we've read everything from Radical Candor to right now we're working on Better Allies, which give very concrete, practical solutions. And later on this year, we're going to be doing some workshops on communicating for impact, because so much of what we have to do to be good resources for our visitors is to be able to communicate with each other internally too. So we're doing this inside out work right now, and we can see the development and the confidence in our team growing, and that's been really exciting.
Yeah, that's great. It sounds like you've gotten a lot of good resources and ways of addressing some of those. Is there anything that you're needing to help you overcome this challenge?
I think I've been fortunate personally, and I think the museum's been benefiting from the collaboration across the state through TAM. We just had our annual conference, but also through AASLH, since we're a history museum and a state history museum, as well as AAM. So, really what I want to be able to do is help other organizations, other leaders within Texas be able to connect with those resources, because I found them really beneficial and there's always something to learn.
Absolutely. With that, would you like, we have just a moment left. Is there anything else you'd like to share with our members, our community?
Just that I'm really, really excited to get to know you all better. And I think that I am hopeful for our future as an organization, as well as for each of you. And Alex and I are here as resources to you, either on a personal level or in collaboration. So please take advantage of that.
Okay, thank you for your time today, Margaret. And we're going to be looking for the next museum leader to join us to talk quickly about some of the things that are top of mind at your institution, some of the challenges you're looking to overcome. Thank you.